Hey guys, this week I'm gonna kind of touch on both of the questions. They are, why do some groups in the United States assimilate more than others? And then, are there good reasons for groups not to assimilate to US culture? I think that some groups are able to assimilate more um, because they want to fit in, if that makes sense. I know a lot of cultures almost hold themselves to a higher standard than American or the United States culture, which can seem bad in some ways, but a lot of people like to keep their culture and, be proud of it and show it off almost. So it makes them not necessarily not be able to assimilate, but it makes them want to keep their own culture more and stay true to their culture. I think there's a couple good reasons for groups to not assimilate, but the biggest one is kind of something I already talked about, and it's just the fact that it can be it can feel like you almost lose your culture and where you come from if you assimilate too much to the American ways and the American culture. And a lot of people, more so the older generations or maybe the first or second generation of immigrants that come to America, want to hold on to those ways and want to make sure that they keep in touch with their culture and show their kids that culture and that their children know that culture. Um, Instead of just fully assimilating. Now, I think farther down the line, once you get to like the grandchildren of the original immigrant and great grandchildren, that it becomes harder and harder to continue to keep that culture in the children. And a lot of people, you know, call, like, I know for us Arabs, we call anyone who is not as assimilated to Arab culture, we call them boaters. Like, they just came from off of the boat from overseas. They have the same mindset as the people overseas. And it's almost like a joke that all of us younger people, we kind of make fun of the people that don't assimilate and don't, learn the American lifestyle, and they're looked at differently in America for that. But then again, the people who completely assimilate into American culture and don't hold on to their Arab culture sometimes can be seen as no longer Arab, or they're quote unquote, they call it whitewashed. And so, really, either way, depending on which way you look at it, people are going to figure out a way to make fun of or judge you for it. So, I think, trying to hold on to your culture and to your roots, but also learning how to fit in where you are is really, really important and can also be a really hard task.